So I'm gonna try to be clear, specific, and informative as much as I can on this issue with Anycubic Cobra S1 firmware. I've sent email, so let's see what they will say.
Welcome to Nick's Lair. Let's do this.
Okay, so I am at 260014 whatever firmware version. Um, so I'm just gonna discard auto leveling for time being. And then I'm gonna just hit start printing. I have all my filaments in. It goes through color match. Okay, we are at standard. So right now it's warming up, as you can tell. That's gonna take a few minutes. Okay, I'm gonna make sure that the plate is clean. As you can see, everything is pretty much stock. I didn't add anything. So what I'm gonna attempt to do is stop in the middle of the print, and if it works properly, once it's stopped, it should come to the corner. It should come to the corner, hit this knob, cut the filament, and go back once it's stopped, but it doesn't do that. So, okay. So now it's getting ready. As you can see, there is a piece of plastic hanging right there. as it is trying to flush. So as you can see, there's a lot more. Okay, we're gonna stop it. It is stopped. The ace is trying to pull. It didn't go to cut. So ace is trying to pull it, and it's struggling, as you can see. Okay, I don't want it to break filament, so I have to manually come, release it, so the filament starts flowing out the way it's supposed to. Okay, so the whole point is it's supposed to stop, come here, cut the filament, go over there, extract the, or on the way back, start extracting immediately when it cuts, start extracting the filament, um, and then go back to home. Once at home, keep the heat a little bit longer, the nozzle, heat a little bit longer, so it oozes the filament out of the nozzle, and then it shuts off. So it needs to stay a little bit longer warm, so filament comes out of nozzle, drains out of nozzle, and then finish. So, but it doesn't cut, as you've seen, it doesn't go back to cut position. It just starts immediately pulling the filament out of the head. This is not slicer issue, I believe. I believe that this is the firmware issue, because I'm controlling it out of from the machine directly. Okay, I'm gonna try and clean up the nozzle. Because when it retrieves, it doesn't clean. So once it cuts off, should go back there, clean the nozzle, go back home, and get everything ready for the next filament feed in. As you've seen, it didn't happen. So um, right now I'll try and so when stop, it's supposed to go here. The knife, this should engage the knife. The head should go back home, do the cleanup, nozzle cleanup, go back again. So in the whole process, the nozzle should stay warm or hot till it oozes a little bit out of the nozzle filament. So once it cuts over here, once it goes here, cuts it, immediately it should start extracting the filament from the head. So by the time it gets there, the filament is almost all the way out. The nozzle is still hot to ooze a lot of filament out. Clean the nozzle and park it. It doesn't do that. So right now I'm warming up the nozzle to 250 so I can remove the plastic from it. Nozzle. So what I would like to try and do now is again guide you to the process of doing the pause. Okay, the plate is gonna go up. Okay, so now it's going up to 230 degrees. Shoot, 230 degrees. But it's loading. By the way, I'm printing with PETG. I'm gonna let it drink a little bit. Before I pause it. By the way, this is under standard speed. Okay, so we're gonna pause it now. We just paused it, and we're gonna stop. Okay, so we are. You can see that it didn't go to cut position, right? It's still struggling right here. Okay, I just manually did cut. I have to release it, and now it's doing it. So it cools off real fast. So even when you cut, it doesn't really do anything. It just creates like a little bulb on top. So it gets stuck inside, doesn't want to pull out. So once it stops, it needs to be cut. So when you pause it, it needs to go to cut position and go back. Instead, it just goes back to home directly without cutting. So I hope this helps to resolve this issue. Again, this is the firmware, and